Hey, what's going on, everyone? 100th Rebel Outdoors, and today what I'm going to talk about is something that I don't quite know how I feel about. So I ended up buying this Milwaukee air compressor a while back, and as you can see, it has a big, I want to say it's like a 2.5 gallon tank on the back of it, figuring, well, seeing how I run oversized 40-inch tires on my truck, this should be more than capable of filling up my tires. And the reason I wanted to make this video is because, well, I'm having some issues with it. And I don't know if it was something that I'm personally doing or if it's just the compressor or what, but when I was in my recent trip in Wyoming, I assumed because of the altitude and it just couldn't pull enough air, like it would not fill the tires hardly at all. Even if I let the compressor get to like a full tank, it just wouldn't work. So one thing I ended up doing was putting the little like plumber's tape, whatever you call this stuff, kind of seal off anything. I do still have like a tiny little leak from here, but it's nothing too crazy going on, but just some standard little bits and pieces, and I'm going to kind of show you here what I'm talking about. So right now the tank is completely full right now. I did have it going, so you can see there's our current pressure. So you can hear a little bit of a leak from this part. So old school gauges are not the best, but you can see at about 40 psi. So let's put some air in the tire. So you can hear a little bit of a leak that's coming from here. It's nothing like too crazy, but the compressor pretty much kicks right on once you start filling up the tire. And usually I'll let this sit for about 30 seconds to a minute, or at least until the tank completely drains. So that hasn't even been about 20 seconds left. Let's see where we're at. Only 5 psi, and that wasn't even aired down that much. Not to mention, this is one of Milwaukee's bigger batteries. It's not their biggest one. I have that in a chainsaw, but you know, this battery is already about halfway just from doing them back 2 tires. So granted, I do have like onboard stuff to charge these batteries, but you know, if I was just using that big battery or just this one or whatever, you know, it's a full set just to get up what, essentially 40 psi if I could do up 10 from where I'm at now in each tire. So you can hear the compressor back there working. It actually does take a little while as you're sitting here to get this thing back up to the full PSI of 120 or whatever I have it currently set at, which is the max capacity for it. And the thing that was kind of really disappointing was when I was in Wyoming, I was using my buddy Jason's just like Amazon compressor. You just hook up the alligator clips to your battery, you know, set it on this ground next to the tire, and man, that thing filled my tires up quickly. But then I also tried out my buddy Scott's Milwaukee makes an actual like tire inflator, like that's its purpose as a tire inflator, where this is just like a general use whatever. And even that, like that filled my tires so much quicker. And even then, they're still just one by one. So if you have been thinking about getting one of these compressors or have one for inflating your tires, now you might not have as much of an issue if you don't have like oversized tires like I do, but just want to kind of make a little warning. And there it finally kicks off. So you can see I had to sit and wait all that time just to slowly climb, you know, let's say only 10 or 5 psi at a time. And it's just, I'm always the last one to air up on the trails, as you can tell, which is why I'm like Wyoming. I ended up using my buddy's stuff because it just was such a pain. And like I said, the higher altitude, at least that's what I think it was. Like I wasn't even getting anything. So yeah, short, quick little video for you guys. I've also been in the middle of remodeling our home, so that's another reason why this short video. But as you can see, the back of the truck is full and I'm getting ready to go camping. As always, like, share, subscribe, comment if you have any questions, or if you've had a lot better luck with this than I have, please let me know. And we'll catch you guys in the next one.